Good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Natalia Dolmo. I come to apply for the post teacher in basic education.
Good afternoon. My name is Maria Paz Puebla. Take a seat, please. Do you have your CV?
Yes, I brought my CV.
Now, we'll start with the workshop. With it, you decide to be teacher.
Since I was in primary, I always feel the need to help my classmates with any question they had. The fact to make them understand a little better filled me with satisfaction. Already in high school, I began to offer tutoring in several subjects or outside the school. From that moment, I decided that my future would be linked to education.
What is your philosophy about education?
My philosophy of education is based on three fundamental pillars: freedom, challenge, and work. A student must experience freedom, always controlled, to express their ideas, feelings, and doubts in the class without feeling humiliated by the teacher or other students. I believe in challenging the minds of the students. Each student has much potential, even in different areas. My duty is to challenge the minds of my students. The last pillar of my philosophy is working. Any learning requires work, much work. Learning truly a concept requires hard work, constructive criticism, and a focus on learning techniques.
How would you organize the structure of the class if we are you?
Although one of the pillars of my philosophy is freedom, I'm aware of the need to promote the discipline in class. In my classes, I usually use the predisposition of my students for games in general, by which I assign the points for good and bad behavior. At the beginning of the course, I specify the rules of punctuation, as well as the behavior that are not tolerated. In my last year of school, I only sent 3 students to the principal's office.
Every day of classes, you read something on the board and something hits you on the neck. What will be your reaction?
My reaction will be to tell again the behavior that I don't tolerate and consequence although I dance. This incident could happen because before writing anything on the blackboard, students already knew my rules.
Role will play the discipline in your classroom.
Discipline always plays an important role, although secondary. In my classes, once students know my rules and my affinity for controlled freedom, they tend to respond with self-discipline.
Tell me what are your salary pretensions?
My pretension of salary according to my previous experience are about 600,000 pesos more or less.
Thank you very much for coming. We'll be touched in the journey.
I've been looking forward to your comments.
Good afternoon. Let me introduce myself. My name is Maria Paz Puebla. I come to the API for the post teacher in basic education.
Good afternoon. My name is Natalia Tolmo. Take a seat, please. Do you have your CV?
Yes, I brought my CV.
And now we will start with the question. Why did you decide to be a teacher?
Since I was in primary, I always felt the need to help my classmates with any question they had. The factor to make them understand a little better, filling my with satisfaction already in school. I began to offer tutoring in several subjects outside the school. From that moment, I decided that my future would be linked to education.
What is your philosophy about education?
My philosophy of education is based in three fundamental pillars: freedom, shine, and work. A student must experience freedom, always control to express their ideas, feelings, and doubt in the class without feeling humiliated by the teacher in other students. I believe in changing the meaning of a student. Each student has much potential, even in different areas. My belief is to the last pillar of my philosophy is working and learning requires work much. Learning free a concept requires hard work, constructive, constancy, and focus on learning techniques.
How will you organize the structure of the class if we hear you?
Although of my pillar of my philosophy is freedom, I am aware of the need to promote the discipline in class. In my class, I usually use the predisposition of my students for games I general by which I assign the fault for good and bad behavior at the beginning of the course. A specific rule of punishment as well as the behavior that are not tolerated. I might laugh, I might laugh, year of in my last year of school, I only sent 3 students to my principal's office.
On the first day of classes, you write something on the board, and something hits you on the knee. What would be your reaction?
My reaction would be to tell again the behavior that I do not tolerate and consequence, although I doubt this incident could happen because before reading I turned on the blackboard. Students already knew my right.
What role will play the discipline in your classroom?
Discipline always plays an important role, although secondary in my class. One student can know my rule and my affinity for controlling freedom, the tend to respond with self-discipline.
Finally, tell me, what are your salary pretensions?
My pretension of salary according to my previous experience are about 600,000 pesos more or less.
Thank you very much for coming. We will be in touch with you.
I'll be looking forward your comment.